into it. Couple topics we floating through real quick. First and foremost, we talking about pastor in Brooklyn. The one that said he got robbed, that showed he got robbed live while doing the sermon. Yeah, he's actually being charged with wire fraud and being in lying to the FBI. We also talking about Zion Clark, who's a wrestler with no legs, won his first MMA match, and Master P and Romeo clashing over business on social media. We got to talk about all that music, movies, and sports that's coming up. Starting with Pop Tops. You kicking it with KC, baby. Let's do this. Let's talk about it real quick. I got a couple things I want to get off my chest, man. Starting with popular topics. This first topic coming from apnews.com, the Associated Press. It's talking about this same Brooklyn preacher, Lamor Miller-Whitehead, in Brooklyn, the one who was popular and went viral for allegedly being robbed live while doing a sermon on the internet. So he ended up getting charged with a federal crime for lying to the FBI and wire fraud. Now keep in mind, this man served 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison already. And that was for, let me get it right here. Extortion. No, I'm sorry. The wire fraud and extortion charges each carry a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison. That's what he's facing right now. Fed charges. Look like this nigga is probably going back to prison. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, he already faced he came out and faced 5 years. He did 5 years in prison already. 5 years in prison, got out, started his ministry in 2013. And then this whole thing went viral with him allegedly getting robbed live on camera and losing $1 million in jewelry. That's what he claimed. And he was the same one that went viral afterwards, talking to a bunch of preachers. Preachers were on the internet. I remember this. They were online, talking to each other or different people in the community, talking to each other online, allegedly making fun of him. And then he joined in, talking mess about him, even threatening them. So now they're saying he's being charged with allegedly threatening certain people, bribing them, not bribing them necessarily, but tricking people out of their money. Trick somebody out of their money to invest in his real estate company. Say he was gonna give them their money back, like $90,000. Took it and just spent it on jewelry and clothes and luxurious shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people thought he was a fraud. Your charges that you're facing is wire fraud and extortion. You were locked up for similar shit, identity theft, which you said was an illegal conviction. This nigga is wild. You know what I think? Let me go ahead and expound on this. I think we should do a federal investigation on all preachers nationwide. Priests, preachers, reverends, Baptists, all that, bishops, all of them. This is why. Now, all these niggas ain't necessarily giving money back to the community, back to the church. They're probably the most, in most cases, the preacher, bishop, head of the church hold, lives the most luxurious lifestyle out of everybody in the church. In most cases. And it's like, you got to spread that wealth. People are coming to church giving 10%. Everybody get 10% of what they got. You get 100% of everybody's money. You get 100% of your money is some of everybody's money. So I'm like, nigga, get that to everybody else, bro. Yeah, pay the bills to keep the lights on. Cook some food every Sunday. Other than that, if a nigga come to you and say they need their bills paid, give them that shit. I think every free preacher, pastor should be federally investigated. And if you know me personally, you might be like, okay, see, your grandfather, your great grandfather is a preacher. Would you say the same thing? He should be federally investigated? Yeah, him too. But you know what? He ain't got nothing to worry about. Cause that's my family church. Ain't nothing crazy going on there. All the money is being circulated. We all know where the money is going. It's going to each other. We helping each other doing family events, local events, and everything. So we wouldn't have nothing to hide. That's all I'm saying. Other pastors and preachers, y'all got something to worry about. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch up this topic real quick. Gotta get into this one right here, right? Check this out. This armless, no, I'm sorry, not armless, legless wrestler. Let me put some respect on this man's name. His name is Zion Clark, not to get confused with Zion Williamson. It's coming from hotnewhiphop.com. This man was a wrestler at Kent State. He grew popular there because he has no legs. They were amputated. This man wrestles with all arm strength. Just straight up upper strength, upper body strength. This man actually won his first MMA fight. Fought MMA fight against, what is this dude name? Eugene Murray, 25 years old, who everybody thought had the advantage. I watched the clip. My man's just aiming down like this. They in a circle. So then my man's with the arms and no legs, he get frustrated. Like, bro, you gonna hit me or what? So then he eventually start to attack each other. And like the dude with no legs, like wrapped around him and kind of got up on him and kind of hemmed him up a little bit. The clip eventually cut off, but you can see my Eugene Murray trying to like wrap his legs around his body, but Zion didn't have a body to wrap around. He didn't have no legs to wrap around. So in this case, I feel like the man with no legs has the advantage. You don't have a full body for them to grasp on, a lower body for them to wrap around. I'm also thinking, how the hell is this nigga with no legs gonna pin a man, keep a man down with no legs? Like a nigga just get up with you on him. Well, that's just what I think, man. Let me know what you think. Either way it go, I gotta put respect on my man's name, Zion Clark. Shout out to him. Winning his first MMA match, Eugene Murray got to feel like a dumbass for losing the fight. It wasn't by submission or nothing. It was unanimous decision. I'm like, nigga, you got to feel like a dumbass with that L on your record, bro. That's the heaviest L that you got to hold, bro. On my mama. All right, we switching up to this last topic real quick, dog. We talking about Romeo and Master P. I got to talk about this. Yahoo.com is where this coming from. It's coming from everywhere, though. But Romeo, let me talk about how you just like disappointed real niggas across the country, right? Every real nigga wanted to be in your position, my nigga. Not necessarily Bow Wow. Yeah, niggas wanted to be Bow Wow. But niggas wanted to be Romeo because you was coming up with your dad, my nigga. You was coming up with your dad, my nigga, who was Master P. Now, you only had that one song, but when you did come out with that one song, bitches was on you when we was in like the 12th grade, middle school. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas was in elementary and high school at the time, but bitches was on you. And we knew you had a dad who was active in your life and was a real nigga according to us from the outside because it's Master P. Now they're saying that y'all got into it because Master P said something on social media about DJ Twitch or Stephen Boss, who recently passed away by suicide, unfortunately. And you went back and said basically, yeah, today was a boiling point. This is quote, I seen a man avoid his own children struggle with suicide and depression, but post another man who passed away today that he doesn't even know. Y'all idols be lost. Better stop following the blind. Watch when it's revealed, end quote. This is what Romeo Miller said on social media. So then him and Master P went back and forth, back and forth. Master P responded or ended it the way I thought most real niggas or OGs would. He just said, I'm at peace right now. He said something like, what was going on with Romeo wasn't anything doing with my daughter, which is Romeo's sister, who recently passed away, I believe by suicide. Another article, according to Yahoo, says by fentanyl. So I got to do a little bit more research on that. Let me know what you think in the comments. What was it exactly? But Romeo's saying by suicide. I believe it was by suicide initially. It might have been by fentanyl suicide. But the point is, oh yeah, fentanyl overdose. Excuse me, passed away in May. Oh, fentanyl overdose. Point is, Tatiana Miller passed away, and Romeo said, you ain't give her no love and no attention when she needed you, but you gonna say rest in peace to Stephen Twitch Boss, who recently passed. You being fake and doing all this for social media. He said, same thing for me. You ain't really showing me no love and give me the real guidance. I mean, you was doing all this just for the public. And Master P like, bro, why you doing all this on social media? This ain't the way to heal. This is between us. Let me tell you, bro. Two different perspectives on this. One, speaking from a real nigga's perspective, like I said, we all wanted to be Romeo because you was growing up as Master P's son. Nigga, you had your own song, music, you had your own TV show with this nigga. Like, come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you complaining about? You 30-something years old now. If you ain't getting the bag by now, nigga, I don't know what else Master P can do for you. And I keep calling the nigga Master P like he ain't got a name. Percy. You feel me? On the other side, I gotta say it. Romeo speaking from a perspective that none of us knows. We all know him as Master P. He's Percy Miller. He's dad, father, whatever, to Romeo Miller and Tatiana Miller. Rest in peace to the dead. So they know a whole completely different side, which if you can only assume as a celebrity's child, they probably don't have too much time to spend with you. So there could be a lot of legitimacy to what Romeo was saying. That's all I had to think about. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up. You feel me? Audio. We talking about music right now. You feel me? Damn, it's only been 10 minutes. I swear, Vezo got a new project with Gangsta Grills, DJ Drama. DJ Drama. It's called Paint the City. It's on YouTube Music. No endorsement. Shout out to YouTube though, man. Doing my thing. 15 tracks, 37 minutes, just within the range of projects that I like, between 30 and 45 minutes. So it was a perfect range. Let me get to it. Let me pull up the actual track list real quick, because I listened to this a while ago, so I can't even necessarily tell you what it was off the top. But it was a nice quick listen. I appreciated it for that. Oh yeah, there it go, right there. It was just right there. Paint the City. All right, so Pape Talk was the first song that was all right. RNS, that was the second song. I actually like that song. Certified, that was all right. I can't remember. Yeah, that was all right. There's a few tracks on here. I can't necessarily point it. I should have wrote them down like I wanted to. No Talking was cool. Ain't No Turning Back. I think I remember that. Yeah, that was nice. Ain't No Turning Back was nice. Bad Days, Ghost Music. Yeah. It was out of 15 tracks, I'll probably say about 4 of them probably stood out and was decent to me, like giving real respect. So we talking about over a quarter, over 25%. That's not too bad of a ratio. I don't know what's necessarily popping as a single right now. On Power 96.5 WQHH, Lansing, Michigan, where we at right now, but I don't think anything is playing right here as a single on our station right now. But I gotta give it a 5 square Vezo. Detroit kid, shout out to my boy. Don't know him personally, just showing him some hometown love though. Doing his thing though. I had to listen to him, I had to show him some support. But his project was alright. It was what I expected, in a way. Let me know what you think though. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Talk your shit. Or call into the show then. 313-466-4386. We're going to switch it up then. I got something else I want to talk to you about. This is about a movie that I recently saw. We're going to talk about that in Scenes I Saw, Core and Stream. This is called God's Crooked Line. Saw this on Netflix. No endorsement. So this was 2 hours and 35 minutes long. Damn! These movies getting long as hell. It was one of those foreign movies that has foreign actors with a foreign accent, but they has American voiceovers, so, and captions. So it's one of those, but you can follow along with it. It's pretty decent. It's a lot of popular movies that's coming out like that. But it's about a woman who claims to be a detective who checks herself in, gets literally clinically diagnosed and signed off to check into a psychotic ward just so she can solve the mystery of a recent death at that ward. She ends up kind of gets into a twist where she's actually a patient. She's not a detective, or is she? Like, that's kind of the mystery. It was 2.5 hours long of this, and you still don't know what the answer is at the end because they literally leave a twist. Now, unless there's a part 2, which I don't even want at this point, it's like, what the y'all should have gave niggas closure. When you have movies that don't give closure, it's like, what the fuck did I just watch this for? Excuse my French. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I just had to say, I hate that, bro. I hate that. Other than that, this was a great movie. This is not a bad movie at all. I do recommend watching it. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch, baby. Come on, man. Let's talk about sports, baby. Let's talk about you and me. From the stands of a sports fan, my man's Pots and Pans. First and foremost, let's get into boxing and MMA. We got the main fights that's coming up. It's really with Gervonta Tank Davis. He's fighting Hector Luis Garcia on January 7th, and he's supposed to be fighting Ryan Garcia April 2023. I don't have an official date for that yet. Haven't even done my research on it, but I'll probably do it in the next couple episodes. We'll see. Moving on to the next Yep. We're going to go on to this thing. I think that's it for boxing and MMA. So moving on to the next topic in sports, at least, to make the next sport. Let's talk about college football. We do have Michigan, number two Michigan, 13-0, against number 3, TCU. That's December 31st, which is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Then you got number 1, Georgia versus number 4, Ohio State. Same day, December 31st. Then the national championship between the two winners of those games, January 8th, I believe. January 8th. It's usually like on the 1st, but anyway, it is what it is. So the point is, allegedly it should be Michigan versus Georgia, right? Number 1 or number 2. Upsets happen all the time. Could happen. The only upset I could possibly see is Ohio State beating Georgia. That's going to be a great game. That's damn near like the national championship already. Michigan versus TCU. Michigan should stomp these niggas. Theoretically. All right? Now Michigan already beat Ohio State once. So theoretically maybe they beat them again. They ain't just beat them, nigga. They smacked on these niggas in Ohio State. So theoretically they should beat them. The only niggas we don't know about is Georgia. Georgia could be difficult, obviously. So that would be nice. But we'll see how that works out. I would love to see Michigan versus Georgia in the national championship. I really want to talk about college basketball, but I ain't got it right now. I ain't even gonna cap, dog. I ain't really keep up and put the notes out like I wanted to. But let's talk about some football real quick. So, my Lions. 7-7 right now, 500. Number 2 in the NFC North. Only behind Minnesota, right? And we beat Minnesota. Don't get it twisted. We one of them 3 losses. So we are in a hunt to be in the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie. You can watch the episodes. It's on wax. I wanted Dan Campbell and Jared Goff to get up out of there. And you know what? I kind of still do. I want this to be consistent. Since I know they're already winning games to kind of end the season, even if they lost the rest of the games, which I don't think so. The 3 games they got left, let's go ahead. They get the 4 games they got. No, 3. The Panthers on the 24th, Chicago on the 1st, and then Green Bay is their last game. We beat both of them niggas. We beat Chicago and Green Bay. We haven't played the Panthers though. But the Panthers ain't good. The Panthers ain't good. So the point is, theoretically, we should win the rest of those games. But even if we lost the last 3 of those games, it will still be a great season enough for them to keep Dan Campbell and Jared Goff. So this is what I want to say on that. Keep that same momentum. Keep that same energy starting off and finishing next season. Then I will give up on it. I will tell you personally on this show, I was wrong. I'm a whole ass nigga. I will say that. Other than that, let's keep it moving. But they beat the Jets. The Lions beat the Jets 20-17. Great upset. We needed that. All right, so other than that, couple things that happened in week, 15 that we talking about. The 49ers beat the Seahawks. The Colts, they lost to the Vikings. Ravens lost to the Browns. The Dolphins lost to the Bills. We had Steelers beat the Panthers. They're 6-8 right now. I think they'll end up being, Mike Tomlin will end up getting either a non-losing season. I think he'll keep that streak up of non-losing seasons. I support that. The Eagles keep up their streak of winning, 13-1 right now. They won against Chicago, who's 3-11 right now. The Chiefs, 11-3, killing niggas. They beat the Texans. Texans sorry anyway. They only won one game. 1-12-1 right now in the season. The Cowboys end up losing. How about them Cowboys? They lost to the Jaguars of all teams. Jaguars are 6-8. Don't sleep on the Jaguars like that, even though we spanked on them boys. But don't sleep on the Jaguars. But the Cowboys, they took the L to the Cardinals and the Broncos. Broncos came out with the dub on that. I'm not about to go through all the teams. Right now, Monday Night Football final. Actually, it ended. The Packers beat the Rams. So Matthew Stafford is out for the season. They got Baker Mayfield in. Threw an interception since I've seen it in like the fourth quarter. Between the third and fourth quarter, he threw at least one that I saw. Didn't get to watch the whole game. So he's their backup quarterback right now. While Matthew Stafford is out for their last, 2 or 3 games, 3, maybe 4 games or whatever the case may be. But other than that, Baker Mayfield ain't the future. He ain't what he was drafted to be. Let's just say that. So anyway, that's it for the NFL. Let's switch it up to the NBA. I just had to get my stuff off, bro. My Pistons, man. They not looking too good right now. I'm checking it up on the NBA app. No endorsement. I checked out at least went to one personal game this season. Let's talk. What are they doing? I need to know about the Pistons. Anyway, getting to the standings right now. Milwaukee has the best record in the league. As a matter of fact, the top 5 teams in the league right now, the entire NBA this season, as of right now, 4 of those teams are in the East. 4 of those teams are in the nope. Yeah, 4 of those teams are in the East. And I say East because Memphis is in the East, bro. If we want to be legit or technical, it's 3 out of 5 out of the top 5. But that's surprising. But we only so far, we only a quarter of the way into the season. Probably like a third. We like a third of the way into the season, I'll say. Milwaukee, number 1, best record in the league, 22-8. Boston, number 2, 22-9. Cleveland, number 3, 21-11. Memphis, number 4, 19-10. And Denver, number 5, 18-11. The Joker been going off in Memphis. Let me just say that first and foremost. The Joker has been going off. Sacramento is number 10. Look at the Kings doing their thing. So a lot of things can happen. The Pistons, unfortunately, bottom team in the NBA right now. Actually, ranked number 29 out of 30. Charlotte Hornets has the worst record, 7-23 as of right now in the season. Detroit 8-24. Lost 2 in a row. Charlotte lost 8 in a row. I think Melo was out right now, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. Dang, I can't pull up the news right now. Let me see. I'm literally live on the NBA app. No endorsement. I just wanted to see. Hawks, Murray, Collins return and win over Magic. Anthony Davis out at least 1 month with a foot injury. Oh boy. That's not what the Lakers needed right now. Let's go back to the standings. Where are the Lakers? Oh, 21. In the Western Conference, in the lead, they're ranked number 21. In the Western Conference, they're, sheesh kebab. Number 12 out of 15. Yeah. So they will be out of the play-in tournament at this point. But we are, like I said, only a third of the way into the season. So we got a lot to still talk about and to go through. So anything can happen. But, if you want to go off what's going on right now, I will say, let me see. Who would I give my predictions for in the final? Let's go ahead and do predictions for the final right now. I will give it to, let me do Eastern Conference. Can I do Eastern Conference? It got to be either I think Milwaukee. I love Giannis, bro. I'm not going to lie. But I think Milwaukee might get upset again. They might get upset again. I don't know by who. No, you know what? Milwaukee gonna get it. It's gonna be Milwaukee and Boston in the Eastern Conference. And in the Western Conference, even Golden State, 15 and 16. But we only, like I said, a third of the way into the season. Anything can change. Woo! Memphis is ranked #1 in the West. Them boys, Ja going crazy. I went to the Memphis and Detroit game. That was the game I went to. Ja going crazy. Memphis is going crazy. They 19 and 10. I'm gonna hurry up and get up out of here. Western Conference. I can't count out Golden State, so I'm gonna say Golden State and Denver. Golden State and Denver. Western Conference. We'll see how that goes. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. We're about to go ahead and get up out of here. But first, so my son is he's a 1-year-old or 14 months, like a single mom would say. Point is, he isn't talking right now. He doesn't know how to talk, barely can walk. I try to play bilingual shows, mostly Spanish, English shows, so that he can kind of learn Spanish a little bit more quicker or more, developing more than the average adult, right? Because he's still developing language. A lot of people think I'm crazy for that, but I think I know what I'm doing. Point is, I have on this show on YouTube called Canticos, right? Bilingual. I'm watching it while he's asleep. I'm playing it in the background so you can kind of have it while he's listening in the background subconsciously while he's asleep. And I see something flash across the screen real quick. It was it was like a split second. Anybody that knows me personally know I'm very weary of anything that flashes on the screen real quick. Whether it's like colors or anything that they do on the screen real quick that flashes, it gets into your subconscious. You may not pick it up. You might see something that changes real quick, but your subconscious pick it up. And I'm like, hell no. So now I got to investigate this shit, mark and see what this was. I'm gonna have to go back. Hopefully I see it, because I know I'm not seeing stuff. And then I'm gonna have to stop playing this damn show for my son. Now, thank God he was asleep. He didn't see that. But now he's probably hearing the audio. I don't know what the hell they saying in Spanish completely. So now I feel like they could be saying anything. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. Actually, that's it. That's just me thinking out loud, man. I ain't even got time for you to call on the show. I'm about to get up out of here. First, need you to do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. At KIWKCMC. That's just Kick It with KCMC, the abbreviations. And you got to follow my sponsor, Team Elite. I really appreciate them. They got this premium urban apparel I need y'all to check out, but follow them on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Team Elite 313, TEAMELITE, and check out their premium urban athleisure wear, all on their website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom, baby. You know what it is. I appreciate you for getting this far in the video. If you did get this far, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the alert so we know when I'm going live, because I may pop up and pull up on you at any time. And need you to do me a favor. Share this with a friend. If you got a couple dollars, I ain't trying to beg, but if you got $1, I even take that. But donate to the show so we can grow. We appreciate that. Get better lights, cameras, and everything. We're going to get up out of here because I got to get back to my son. Other than that, have a good one. See you later.